Good evening, Highlanders. It's been a long time since we've been on a live. I'm down here in the Highlander dungeon. That's why I got my beanie on. It's pretty cold down here. We're going to have our uh, guests tonight. We'll have Jason Finnegan to talk about Haunted. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Matt. Matt, let's just jump into it. I'm not going to play any music or anything. It's been a while since people have seen us, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm a bit disappointed that you haven't got music for me. But apart from that, I'm pretty good, lad. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm working on revamping all that, so you'll have a nice little personalized music session before you come on. So
Yeah, I need that sort of stuff in my life.
absolutely. Well, while we talk, why don't we go ahead and just bring Jason's here? So we might as well just.
Oh, big Finnegan.
So if you guys don't know, if it's been a while or you're new to Highlander Assault, I'm Chad. I'm the director of operations. Basically, I handle all the paperwork. Matt in the middle there, he's our Irish Matt race director. And then Jason Finnegan, he is kind of a coordinator for us he's in charge. He's the director of the Haunted Trail Run and everything scary. May sound weird, but that's kind of that's his bag, man. That's what he loves to do. So that's Jason. He's kind of like a well-rounded, like Swiss Army knife. He does everything with us. So that's Jason, but he's here tonight to talk about Haunted. We'll get into that here in a bit. How you guys been since the race?
Man, I've been tired. I've been glad it's over, honestly. But it's
Well,
been a good
technically,
race. It was successful. We only had a few lost souls, but we're still looking for them.
it's not over until we're done cleaning up.
Yeah, we got a couple of days. So we'll probably do that Saturday and get her done with.
That reminds me, if anybody out there wants to come out and lend a hand, we'll be out about 9-10 o'clock in the morning Saturday. I could probably swing some free gear, those kind of things, if you want to come out and help us. You could always use an extra hand. That being said, I got Dark Ages. So how do you think Dark Ages went, Matt?
No, I'll pass that to Finnegan.
With all the Highlander haunted stuff.
How do you think the haunted stuff went, Jason? Because personally, I think that was one of our best.
Yeah, I think it went real well. From just listening to people after the race, the laughs, the screams in the woods, I think it turned out pretty good.
And to be honest with you, the trail runs seem to be the way forward. There's a lot of people that are saying to me, I'm intimidated by obstacles. I don't like obstacles and all the rest of it. But if we have a themed race, which you really did the business with the haunted stuff, I think that's our way forward. And if we can have themed races moving forward, I think that's our way to do it, and to move Highlander in the right direction. Does that make sense?
Folks, don't take that the wrong way. He doesn't mean getting rid of obstacle races. He means in addition to.
Of course.
So I think the haunted thing, I think Jason, you knocked it out of the park.
Big time.
Someone told me go break a leg, and I took him literally. But
you broke your ankle, did you?
They thought it was broken, but I got a picture of it. They thought it was broken, but they said, nope, that's an old break. It's all healed. You have a very bad sprain. I should be back on my wheels in probably another week and a half. Let me show you this picture of it.
We really don't need to see that, but thanks.
Oh, no, here, no, it's not that bad. Here, let me show you. There you go.
Looks like some sort of Somalian dude.
I mean, it was really bad. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
You tripped over your tampon. Is that what happened?
Oh, come on, man. No, I was putting up Highlander haunted blackout stuff so that we could have the electricity guy in the tunnel there, and the chair fell through the floor and I fell on the floor as well.
Well, here, I was talking to Joe Rogan tonight, and he was saying that the trick with podcasts is to have a sort of a good, solid, what are we doing? What are we going through? So where are we starting here? What are we doing with?
What do you mean?
So let's recap the race. How did we go with Highlander Assault and Dark Ages and the trail run? How do you think that it went?
Well, that's what I just asked you, and you tossed it to Jason. Now you're tossing it to me. I see what you
Yeah,
did.
it's like a hot
You
potato.
would be a great politician.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like answering questions.
so for me, it's really hard because I'm in the village. So all I can go is based on feedback. All the feedback that I had, nothing negative at all whatsoever. The Dark Ages went really great. Everybody enjoyed it as usual. I didn't hear anything about people getting lost, to be honest with you. Haunted, I had people that were just raving about Haunted. What was really cool was because we did have it so close to the village, you could hear the screams as we're sending people off in the race. You could hear the screams in the background, so that was awesome. People love the placement of the obstacles, the right amount of mix with for a 5K to have that many riggings, and then a couple skill things, some weight obstacles. The trails were not too bad. I know we on the motocross had some high grass that really it got tamped down, but I can probably guess that might have been a little difficult. But hey, it's an obstacle race; it's another obstacle.
Right.
So,
And it's a nighttime race. Let's be honest, it's a nighttime race. You know, those things are difficult to run in. They're difficult to maneuver. They're difficult to actually stage and to organize. You know, so there's always going to be that possibility of people getting lost.
right.
But I think we had a good turnout, and we had, you know, usually we have a lot of people going, "Where am I? I'm not meant to be here. This is the wrong place."
Yeah.
But this time around, we had a good, you know, we had good feedback in terms of not getting lost, of following the tape, and I think our team did a good job in doing that. Right? We mapped it out pretty well. We taped it out pretty well. You'd
Yeah,
agree?
I think everybody collaborating together to get the game plan, like I think that really helped because everybody was on the same page by race week, right?
Yeah.
You guys knew exactly where you were going with the trail. You told us we had the idea of where every obstacle was. So, setting up some days if one of the guys putting the trail together wasn't there, we still had that big map where we could figure it all out. So that was great. Speaking of, this event, just so you guys know, for next year, registration is already open, but we've separated the two. So Dark Ages will be back in its original time slot in May. So that first weekend in May, we'll have Dark Ages. So we're looking forward to that so that we can focus just on that, making that obstacle race even better. Hopefully maybe adding another rig mat. And then the Haunted will be moved to, that'll be in October. It's the first weekend in October. But that'll give us more time, Jason, to get even double the amount of, actors and animatronics and those kind of things. Jason's like, I can't do double. I'm going to be broke if we do. So no, we're looking forward to that. And then Highlander is going to actually be in August this year, August 8th, right in the middle. So you'll get that Dark Ages, our big event in August, and then our really fun Haunted in October. But that's all on Run Sign Up right now. That's the race registration site that's really easy to use. We're glad we switched. However, that's all next year stuff. We do have one more race that's through Active, and it's a virtual challenge, and that is going to be what we do. If you're not familiar with it, annually we do a 12 Days of Christmas challenge with Highlander, and that's something that Matt's kind of passionate about putting together. So, Matt, if you want to just kind of talk about 12 Days of Christmas challenge real quick.
Yeah, big fan of the 12 days. I really like the fact whenever people start posting their videos of what they're doing. So obviously, as there's 12 days coming up to Christmas, you've got these exercises. I like the ones where you do, I think it was last year where we had, let's say it was 12 push-ups, and then you had 12 push-ups and 6 sit-ups, and then you kind of move them along. And there's a lot of people posting their videos. You get wonderful prizes. I think I have one here in the background. It's like one of those beanie hats. You get a couple of Christmas decorations too. I don't know. It's just for me the Christmas time in particular. There's not a lot going on. So what we offer is something to keep you rocking, to keep you motivated, to keep you working out, to keep you, pushing yourself. I do it with my kids. and they all, they apply, they get it, they reach out to Highlander Assault. We get wonderful gifts in return, and it makes you feel good. So if you're interested in doing something like this and doing the Christmas event, what I would urge you to do is sign up now, like do it tonight. And,
well, that's actually, sorry, I forgot to tell you, that's actually going to be posted first week in November. We'll have that registration opened up.
Well, November, whatever, we're nearly there. So what are we on, 22nd? So a couple of weeks anyway. But make sure you sign up, and it's just a fine time. It makes for a good Christmas talk as well. Whenever you have that Highlander Assault Christmas decoration on the tree, it's like, what's that? What'd you do? What'd you get that for? Where'd you get that? So I'm a big fan of that. So we're going to come up with a good one. I'm pretty sure Ryan is. I think we'll put Ryan in charge of this one again. We'll cut down on the burpees. We'll do a lot of push-ups, press-ups. We'll do pull-ups. We'll do planks. We'll do, the 5K runs, things like that. But, every day for 12 days, you're going to do something, and you'll definitely earn your prize.
Yeah, and that being said, like, you made some good points there. This is something really too, if you want to get your gym involved, let them know about it. You guys can sign up together and do the workouts together. I'm open to, we haven't decided, what extras we might have this year. We can do just a medal, but that's no fun. If you guys want something cool, we can bring back some different beanies or something else totally unrelated that fits the theme. That's fine. Just shoot me some suggestions. You can do that on Facebook, Instagram, or you can email us at info@highlanderassault.com. Maybe even Matt has some ideas he can share later. But do it with your friends, do it with your family, or follow the videos that we put up and do it yourself. Like he said, it's the best way to keep in shape during all those cookies and cakes that you see around the Christmas table.
The cold season.
Yeah, and then we also got, some of those winter races coming up that, it kind of keep you going for those things as well. So we highly suggest signing up for it. We'll have kind of a better idea within the next few days of what these workouts are going to be, what the prizes are. And then, we might even have some additional merch that you can purchase with the Christmas logo on it. So We'll get that stuff out here real soon. But great success with the races this last week. We're looking forward to 12 days of Christmas. That being said, we got a new segment that I like to bring in, and I call it Matthew's Top Class. Matt, take it away.
Top class. There was a lot of top class in the last event. It's always difficult to run a race. It's always difficult to get out there, to train for it, to work at it, to go to the gym. You're there at 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the evening, whatever your work schedule works out as, I don't know. But the most difficult thing that I find is preparing for the race. And as a race director and being involved with Highlander Assault, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So for me, the top class element is always those people that people don't see. And I posted a few videos there recently, whenever we're done and we're cleaning up and we're doing all the rest of it. But there's a few people, and I'm going to miss a few, but I'm going to try not to. But the top of the list is Michael Omans. And Michael Omans is somebody that comes out every year.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's
Michael is always there. He's there before the race, he's there after the race, and he's there during the race. He's setting it up. We got our team, obviously. We got Jason, we got Lloyd, we got Chad, we got Trish, we got Ryan as well. And there's just so much going on that there's so many people that I feel that don't get recognized, So for me, the top class element is just recognizing those volunteers, recognizing those people. We're not getting paid. I had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and do my job and then head straight to Highlander Assault and start taping the course. Jason's coming from Janesville, Wisconsin. It's a 45, maybe an hour journey coming down. He's buying all the Halloween stuff. 2 hours?
Nearly 2 hours.
Chad's in the background. He's doing all his fucking stuff, whatever it is. Excuse my French. Well, it's after It's after 9 o'clock, so we're good. We can curse. But Chad's up there. He's doing his stuff. He's getting the races figured out. He's doing the village stuff. So for me, I just wanted to make a special recognition, and I've written it down to the volunteers, but particularly Mike Omans. I've got Jason. I've got Brittany. I've got Ryan, Trish, Chad. I've got Dean, who was driving
Robert,
for us.
Thank you.
William Shell. I've got War X as well. And my daughter in particular that came out and helped me, and my son. And it's just top class.
Tim Chibicki with the side-by-side.
Well, that goes without saying, and I don't want to forget people. So that's why I'm throwing out like volunteers.
Oh yeah, volunteers. Yeah, Danny O'Shea, all those guys. Yeah,
right. So whether it comes to carpentry or whether it comes to letting us borrow the side-by-sides. So there's a lot of top class people out there that are really, really helping us create this race and keep it going. If it wasn't for people like that, this race would be gone. It'd be done for. So I just want a big thank you to you all. And it would take all night for me to tell, this is this person, that person. So I really, really do thank you guys. Even the people that come out and just volunteer, putting on the costumes or sitting by the obstacles, just watching for people's safety. These things are so important. So you guys are top class and keep it coming. If you ever want a position again, moving forward, let us know. We'll hook you up with a few free races. That's not a problem, but keep it coming. Top class.
Awesome. We're gonna have to come up with some like intro music for top class and all that stuff. So I'm working on that. But one thing he did mention some of the other races. War X has always been supportive. Yeah. He's talking about Mythic race. I do have to say a special thank you to Ed Leon from Frontline. Every single time we have a race, whether he's there or not. This year he had a family commitment, but and he wanted to be there, but he always makes it a thing to wish us luck and to see how things are going during build week. So really appreciate that. That's what local races are all about is looking out for each other. So thank you, Ed. Thank you, War X. Thank you, Mythic. We really appreciate that, guys.
And Chad, speaking of War X, we're heading down to War X this summer.
Uh-huh.
And we're taking down one of our obstacles.
Oh, you told them.
Yeah. So we're heading down there. We're helping the boys out. So they're going to be, I think it's OCR World Championship qualifier or something like that.
Yes.
So Highlander Assault will be there. And we're going to bring down, we haven't decided what obstacle we're going to bring yet, but we will make a special one.
I was thinking maybe we combine the tilt to kill and the buckler.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do something special for those boys. I mean, they're top class. I mean, those boys reached out to me the night of the race, or the night before, and the race day, and they were saying, "Hey, good luck." And that's what I love. Whenever I hear people coming across like, "Good luck to you, lads. It's a good race."
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Speaking of races, as race directors, which we all kind of are, we're race owners, I kind of want to do kind of a race director behind the scenes thing so people kind of really can hear, especially since we're late at night, we can say kind of what we want, but just to kind of hear what our input is as far as behind the scenes. So that being said, I'll ask both you guys, what do you think is the most frustrating aspect about putting on these events? Is it, it could be anything from early registration or last minute transfers or, somebody getting lost on the course. What do you guys think is the worst part about this? Besides spending $1, besides getting $1 in registrations after you spent $10.
I'll let Big Guns Finnegan there take over. Go ahead, Finnegan.
I don't really see much of the registration part of it, but just for me, I guess the biggest stress is race week, the build up. Do I have enough ops or do I have enough haunted stuff? Was there, just trying to get everything put in place, turned on in time, like a deadline, before everybody shows up.
Yep. Matt, you probably felt the same thing.
Yeah, I've written a few notes about this, and normally I don't, but for me, I mean, this has been a couple of years now, so this is like my second or third event. For me, the initial thing is mapping out the course, so you see the lay of the land. So this year we had the 5K, we had the trail run and then we had the obstacle course. So we had to run them sort of parallel, and there's obviously going to be crossover points. So for me, the big thing is those crossover points, and it's very difficult at night. Obviously, people are running, they're running hard, they're running fast. So we wanted to make a big deal of putting those tiki torches up and making sure people saw those things. That was, this is where you have to go. This is where you have to go. So for me, that's a big thing. I get real pissed off when people get lost, obviously, I don't want people to get lost. I want them to stay on the trail. I mean, people get lost in broad daylight too. It's happened in previous races, and it is what it is. I mean, it's that sort of flock mentality. There's one dumb bastard fucking runs, and then all of a sudden everybody follows him. So my thing is, we look at the map. We map it out. We got Ryan Seaford. Ryan loves that sort of stuff. We map it out. We get it. We put the obstacles in. We're looking at them. We begin to mark the course, and then we start mowing the different areas. So these are a lot of things that are going on. Then we have to move the obstacles and stage. Then we get the skid steer. So we're getting the skid steer. We're moving things out there. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. And then we have to work on the safety too. Are those rigs still safe? Do we have to work on them? Do we have to look at them? Are they fine? Are they good from last year? Do we have to fix them up? There's a lot of stuff going on. So for me, the hardest part is not marking the course. It's the day off, and people are running that course. And every year, although it's diminished, every year there's always been a few people that, like, those people that carry the mules and they pick them up and they don't drop them back where it clearly says, hey, pick it up here, drop it off there. They're walking like 5 miles later and they're still carrying a mule or an atlas ball. Those are the things that kind of are difficult for me, So it's something that we're working on, and it's a work in progress.
How do you say, like, don't be an arse?
Don't be. I mean, look at the signs. Use your headlamp. I mean, The signs are there. This is the 5K course. This is the trail run. I mean, we marked it out. We had the particular race tape. This tape is for the trail run. There's always going to be somebody that's going to get lost. I get it. It's late at night, whatever. But those are a few challenges for me. But we spend so much time. I mean, I have a full-time job, and then I go and I'm marking the course, and I'm working 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then I go from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's difficult for me to understand why people get lost sometimes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's going to happen in every race. You're not going to have 100%. You're always going to have that. After we were like that the first few years with the race, but then you can only try to do better, but you're always going to have at least one, and you have to realize that that's going to happen. So, if you talk to them, 9 times out of 10, they'll say, well, I was so focused on the trail. Well, then that's on you, not us. So,
and I think what we have, though, with the evening race and the night race, obviously you're going to have that difficulty because, it's nighttime and it's dark. But we do a good job. And I think this year it was very successful. We had a lot of good feedback. And I was quite happy with the setup. But, it's one of those things. You're obviously going to run across these problems and issues. But this is why we like feedback. This is why we like people to say, all right, this is why I had difficulty. This is why I get lost here. So if people want to give us feedback, we really do take it on board, and we want to hear where you're coming from, and
Matt,
we want to tighten it down,
Well, I'll get with you sometime this week, maybe even after this. We'll talk about. I can get a survey. We'll get a survey out. We'll send it through the email for the post race emails. Once I get those video links for Haunted, I can throw in a survey as well. That only makes the race better for you guys. Good point. William Shell, our buddy down at Mythic, he said what he hates is that there's low turnout compared to the Spartan races. Our local races are so much better quality and better value. It's really frustrating. I agree, but that goes back to you racers. Listen, those bigger companies are always going to be there. You know, you shout them out, shut them out. If you shout us out, it only helps us get more people, which also makes it easier for us to buy better rigs and make the race even better for you. So, you know, make sure when you're shouting out those big companies, you're shouting out the little guy too. That only helps us. One thing that frustrates me, and I'm sure William can tell you the same thing, is everybody waiting until the last minute to register. We don't make any money on this, really, guys. If anything, we lose money. You can ask Jason about how much he bought in animatronics this year.
Big time.
The thing is in order to get the cool stuff, to get good merchandise, to buy rigs, to buy, you know, even signs and things like that, the T-shirts, we have to get registrations in all year round. And if everybody waits until the end, it's hard for us to get the cool stuff. We have to kind of get whatever's available at the end because that's when we have the money. So what's nice about early registration is you save a lot of money. The pricing right now is almost 50% cheaper than what race day pricing is. So if you can jump in and sign up early, that helps us out and that helps you out. Yeah, we may make more money later if you sign up later, but it doesn't help me when I have to order medals or T-shirts a month out and you haven't signed up yet. So,
but do you know how I fund these rigs and I fund these courses? Is because I work at my regular job, and that's what we do because we love what we do. We love this OCR world. So what we do in races is not funding what we do. It's not funding like extra rigs and all the rest of it. So it's the love of the sport. It's the love of what we do, and I'll do it every day of the week. And I love it. I love seeing these people come to our race and enjoying it and posting their videos and pictures and saying they love it. That's what I love because this, you know, that's the bottom line, right, Chad?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be going into year 10 with Highlander and 11 years total in OCR companies if it wasn't something I was passionate about. And just bringing, you know, these two guys here, Jason and Matt, they just gravitated towards Highlander because they did have that passion. We just happen to have openings, you know, for some new owners. So these guys signed up to do the gauntlet here called the Highlander Assault, and we just want to keep making it better for you guys. So again, sign up. There's always going to be little things that get to us. You know, I'd like to have a segment where we tell stories about racers and things like that without naming names that, you know, we'll get to that point. But yeah, that's frustrating. And if you guys have something frustrating on the racer end that we do as a race, feel free to put it in the comments. We'll read it out. So, I got some comments here, actually. William Shaw, I already told you he was talking about the low turnout, but we got Margaret from Tactical Mixed Martial Arts. She did the trail run, and she said they thoroughly enjoyed it.
Margaret who? Never heard of her.
Margaret, yeah. The one that used to be on Team Highlander. She says that most of them are of the lot of us, not one of us went astray. Clearly marked. Thank you. So
thank you, Margaret.
Thanks, Margaret. We appreciate the shout out.
Margaret.
Thank you for bringing out Team Tactical and getting a big group out. If you could thank Jen and the team for us, we really appreciate that. They showed up really big for the Haunted. Let them know, though, we're splitting up the races next year, so they don't have to pick one or the other. They can come to Dark Ages, they can come to Highlander, and they can come to Haunted. I'm also, guys, we were talking about merchandise earlier. I'm trying to work out a deal where we can have direct-to-order Highlander gear, where we have an entire store online where you can pick out from a ton of different things, a bunch of different designs, you know, sweatshirts, T-shirts, workout gear, shorts, all that stuff, all on this one website. You order from them, they ship it directly to you, and you don't have to worry about going through us. So I'm working out a deal with that company so that we'll have those things available for you, custom online. So we'll have that stuff just in time for Christmas, hopefully. And then besides that, we just went through the chat. I would like to thank our sponsors. Matt, your family. Did you want to talk about that at all? What that sponsorship was about?
Yeah, so I lost my brother when I was 17, and I wanted to do something different this year. So we decided to do something in remembrance of my brother and a couple of friends back home in Ireland who had lost family members. So if there's ever something that you want to do and remember somebody in your community or somebody that's had an influence on you or a family member, reach out to us. We'll definitely work with you. I thought it was wonderful. I've sent all the t-shirts home already, and my mom has already framed the t-shirt with my brother's name on it. But I just thought it was a nice idea, whenever you're running these races and you have it just makes it extra special. So we're not all about big sponsors and all the rest of it, but if you want to do something and you want to help us out, you want to get somebody that's close to you, and you want to put a message out there, just reach out to us. We're all about it. We like that sort of close community stuff and family stuff, and we're all about it. So
yeah, if you have a concept or idea, we can create a logo for you as well. So if there's something special that person really like to do, we can create a logo based off that if you want. So
in fact, I have to thank Chad, because I had approached Chad and I told him my idea, and we had got some money from my friends back home in Ireland, and Chad was able to create that lovely thing that you see on the back of your t-shirts if you ran the race. So reach out to us and we will work with you. And there's just a wide opportunity there. I think it's just a special thing. This race was extra special for me in particular. So if you have an idea for sponsorship, and if you want to sponsor us, we'd love to do, we'd love to have you, come out to our race, have a tent, push some money out there, get something. We're always here with fresh ideas. I think that's the thing about Highlander, though. We like to move with the times, and we like to promote different ideas. So nothing, you know what I'm saying, Chad? Like, there's nothing out there that we wouldn't consider, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Right, yeah. I mean, aside from like vulgarity or insulting things, yeah.
Well, we would consider that also, but yeah.
It depends on who it's against, right? That being said, too, thank you for that, Matt. Again, Tactical Mixed Martial Arts, Tom Smith, old Tom, he's in his mid-70s. I hope I'm in enough shape to
he's 79, that lad.
Yeah, to be able to go out and run these or walk these or just to finish. This guy's incredible. He sponsors us every year. If it wasn't for Tom, I mean, he's one of those guys that keeps Highlander going. Really appreciate it. He's an awesome guy. If you ever get to meet him, you guys are going to think the same thing. So thank you, Tom. TL Smith Consulting. They do like roof inspections and things like that. One of our other buddies from the great state of Kentucky, Louisville, Bland.
Oh, top Bland.
Berserker Brew Coffee. Matt got his mug from Bland. I bought like 5 bags of coffee, so it's like a little over 100.
Me too. I got the tea bags.
Yeah, I got the coffee for sure. I've been having it every morning ever since. So thank you, Bland. Bland was just happy he wanted to get his awesome logo on a shirt. He loves Highlander. He was able to run Dark Ages. We got to get him out for Haunted because he really wanted to run that and couldn't because someone needed to man his coffee shop there. So we'll work that out with him so he can get out to both. But thank you, Bland. Appreciate it. And then who else? Am I missing somebody? Oh, Northwest Rescue. Northwest Rescue is a private ambulance company. They come out for free for us and provide first aid for us. I didn't see anybody going to this race. I think it's the first time we didn't do any injury reports.
Well, that's a good sign that nobody got injured.
So that is awesome. Knock on wood that we didn't have to do any injury reports. So that's great. Northwest Rescue is there every single time for us. They do private ambulance service. So, if you need to go, you got mom or dad that are at home and they need to go to a hospital that's a little further away, and they need that life support while they're being transported. Northwest Rescue can do that. They have facilities, Harvard, Lake in the Hills, easy to find. We'll post the link later for them. But thank you, boys. Thank you, ladies of Northwest Rescue. Really appreciate that. Who else? Anybody else? I'm trying to think of who else we had, but we also had a great band come out.
Top class.
Yeah, so Dark to Light came. These guys were supposed to play for like 2 hours, and they played the entire event. So thank you, Dark to Light. If you haven't followed them on Facebook, just search Dark to Light Band.
I'm gonna add them now, actually.
And yeah, they'll post. They're a local band, so they'll be playing locally at bars and other venues, things like that. They'll be back out at Highlander. We're gonna have them back out at the next race. Really great music, great guys. Really appreciate having them out. Jason, can you think of anybody else that was out? Yeah, there it is right there. There's me. Can you think of anybody else that was out that we're forgetting about?
Wasn't there the Hope for Warriors on the shirt?
Yeah, Hope for Warriors. They weren't able to make it out to the event. I'm sure they'll be out at the next one. Hopefully we can get them. I didn't touch base with them to figure that one out, but we did have them on there. Hope for Warriors, you can also find on Facebook, hopeforwarriors.com, I believe, as well, to donate. That's a great charity that helps out kids that just find out that they have cancer. They help them through the treatment, get them gifts, care packages, and things like that. So look them up. How about we finish off today with the funniest shit of the race? Let's talk about the food truck. We're not going to name the name of the food truck. But this food truck shows up, and the food that they served was like cardboard microwave food.
Is that your pussy?
That is my cat is complaining for some reason. I think someone must have locked her down here. Hang on one second. Hey, open the basement door for the cat.
They don't do this in Joe Rogan's podcast. This is the worst podcast ever. Worst podcast ever.
Worst podcast ever. Hey, we're rusty, man. We've been gone a while. But anyway,
we have been gone. You're right.
This food truck.
Yeah.
Was there for like 2 hours or an hour and a half.
Yeah, Pizza Land.
Poof, it disappeared. And we're like, where the hell did the food truck go? And then I talked to Matt and Ryan later on. Apparently, they drove onto the course because they got lost trying to get out.
This motherfucker was making his way down by the buckler.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's like a mile in.
Yeah. I had to take him back up to the I got a free pizza out of it, in fairness, but I had to take him back up to the entrance. Poor fucker was lost.
That was amazing. Listen, if you didn't get to eat any food, I apologize, but you weren't missing anything. Very disappointing. We will do better in that realm next race for sure.
I think what you should do moving forward, racers, is bring your own fucking sandwiches. Bring your own sandwiches. Make your own sandwiches, and then maybe sell a few that you don't eat.
Yeah. Don't do that because we get in trouble with the county for for you selling on our site. We'll have good food trucks next time.
It's not selling, it's donations.
I'm going to take that back over. I have a couple connections that I can look into. But I mean, I've had some duds, when I've had to pick the food trucks too. So it's nobody's fault other than the food truck sucking. We'll get it this next time. So,
but all in all, we had a wonderful race. Highlander Assault was so happy to have you guys out. It really was a good race. We had something that we've always wanted to do, which was the trail run, and I think we're going to start doing a few more trail runs. And obviously, the obstacle course race is never going to go away, and we have the big one coming up in the summer. But you guys are the ones that make this race what it is. And we thank you for it, and we really do appreciate you guys, And as much as it is difficult for us setting up and breaking down, we wouldn't change it for the world. You know, we're always going to be here. We're always going to be Highlander. We're always going to have the scary stuff with Jason here. We're always going to have Chad in the village and making sure we have the entertainment. We're always going to have people out in the course like Mike Omans. We're going to have the volunteer coordinators. But this is something that we love and we're not going to quit it. And, you know, it is difficult, but that's why we encourage you guys to sign up early. I mean, it is a big deal when you sign up early because when you put that money in, then we can use that money. It's just business. That's what it is, you know. So if you want those personal sort of fire pits and you want the music going off in the background, well, then invest in it. But if you want to go to the Spartan and you want to do all that where they don't know your name and they don't give a shit about you, do that too. That's your thing. But you know, that's where we're at the moment. That's where we're at.
So I got one more question. So we're kind of changing formatting for Highlander to kind of match Warx's with the USA OCR, going to kind of the 5K / was it 15K?
Yeah, 15.
And then I got poor John. I hope I'm not burning your last name. Jockish. Yeah.
The Scottish bastard.
Yeah, he's worried. He says, any chance that we can save the King Arthur Challenge, maybe turn it into a similar style, Tough Mudder Infinity. The problem we have, John, it's not you. It's just investing in
me.
doing even the little work for that when you only get 6 to 8 or 9 people, and focusing on that. Sometimes it starts to take away from the meat of the race. Let me look into it. We'll put that in the survey as well, but definitely it won't be a competition. The King Arthur is actually going to be the title of that 15K Elite Heat, but doing maybe an infinity loop thing, we can do kind of that unlimited laps thing, but it's not going to be for any prizes.
We will work with you, John. John, we will work with you. You're a top class lad. We will work with you. We're going to work in trying to find a.
Listen, John, when you get to the finish line, just go. Don't go over the line. Just go back to the start and go again. We'll figure something out.
A big shout out to John, by the way, that does a lot of his own training camps. So if anybody's interested in John's training camps, check out John Jockish, top class lad. I mean, this guy does his own training camps down by Springfield, Illinois, I believe. So if you're interested in doing that, I'm going to go down someday. I think there's another one coming up in the next couple of weeks. So if John wants to put that up on our page, let's do it. It's going to be a Highlander event, let's call it. So, yeah, keep up the good work, John.
Yes, John. I didn't know you lived in Springfield. That's crazy.
No, I don't think he lives in Springfield, but I think he goes to Springfield. Am I right, John?
Why would I go to Springfield? November 1st. John says November 1st.
He says, and anybody wants to camp out, they can all camp out in his bedroom.
I like it.
He does. Springfield. There you go. See, John, I do listen to you, lad.
So
Chad, let's conclude this whole thing. I mean,
now that we just doxed John, we can go ahead and conclude. Everybody knows where he lives now, so that's good. All right, guys. Hey, listen, little bit rusty this go round.
It's going to get better. It's going to get wonderful.
Top class, as Matt would say. Next week we're going to do a great live. It's going to be refresh. Oh. It's going to be awesome. Last words, Matt. Go.
You'll be tuning in with your family next week. You'll be saying to yourself, "Oh my God, don't miss out on this podcast."
Jason, anything?
Yeah, anybody that did the haunted race, feedback, what they liked, disliked, what they like to see more of, stuff like that.
Mashed potatoes.
We'll put that in the survey, not the mashed potatoes, but the haunted. My last thing.
Mashed potatoes.
Jesus, Matt. My last thing before we leave, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. It was an amazing year this year. We do still have 12 days of Christmas. We will see you every week. Matt and I will be on here. We'll have some other guests. Jason will be back. But if you are available, now I mean available not just to come and stand around. If you can come out and help move some heavy shit, we need some help this weekend, kind of finish cleaning up Highlander Assault. I can hook you up with some gear or some races. If you have some time to help us out, we really would appreciate it. Just shoot us a message in Facebook. You can email me at info@Highlander Assault, or if you got my number, just give me a ring. Other than that, Matt, did you have one other thing?
Yeah, I have one other thing. If you're interested in sponsoring us, definitely reach out to us. And if you want to get your business out there, we're going to be doing these weekly or bi-weekly. So if that's something you're interested in, reach out to Chad. I think it's Chad at Highlander Assault, is it?
Yeah, or info@highlanderassault.com.
And we'd be more than happy to have, tell your story. If you want to come on to our podcast and tell us your experience about racing or anything like that, or our race or other races or good things that you find, not so good things,
you want to roast us? That'd be fun too.
We would love to have loads of racers. I just love meeting people at the races. Now, when I do Highlander, I don't get the opportunity to run the race anymore. So it's always nice for me to talk to Becco, and it's always nice for me to talk to Eddie LeMay and all the lads, But if you want to come on and tell your story and you want to sponsor us and you want to throw a few $100 here and there, let's do it. So the offer's open. Let's go.
That it?
That's it.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you coming tonight. Thank you folks for coming and hanging out with us. Next week's going to be amazing. We look forward to seeing you. HighlanderAssault.com registration for 2026 is open. Look for 12 Days of Christmas. It'll be out soon. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening.